wants to be a real estate agent? Number 1. The most complete ownership recognized by law is A or N? A. Life state. B. Fee simple state. C. Leasehold state. D. State at will. The answer is B. Fee simple state. Number 2. A man devises a parcel of land to the local university so long as it is used for an experimental farm. 2 years after the man's death, the university begins to build a cafeteria on the land. In this case, the man's heirs A. Automatically become owners. B. Are joint tenants with the university. C. Own the land but the university owns the cafeteria. D. Have no claim on the land. The answer is A. Automatically become owners. Number 3. Which one of the following best describes a life state? A. An estate conveyed to A for the life of C, and on C's death to B. B. An estate held by A and B in joint tenancy with right of survivorship. C. An estate on condition. D. An estate given by law to a husband. The answer is A. An estate conveyed to A for the life of C and on C's death to B. Number 4. A woman inherited her cousin's house, but it is hers only as long as the dog is alive, well, and living in the house. When the dog dies, the house goes to her cousin's grandson. The cousin's grandson is A. Beneficiary. B. Remainderman. C. Life tenant. D. Limited partner. The answer is B. Remainderman. Number 5. A woman owns a house and wants to sell it. Her husband must also sign the sales contract if A. He furnished any of the money when she bought it. B. He consigned the mortgage. C. She bought the property after May 28, 1980. D. It is their family home. The answer is D. It is their family home. Number 6. Encumbrances include all of the following except A. Encroachments. B. Liens. C. Easements. D. States. The answer is D. States. Number 7. Deed restrictions are created by A. Seller. B. Buyer. C. Neighborhood association. D. Governmental agency. The answer is A. Seller. Number 8. In certain circumstances, the owner of landlocked property can go to court and request a permanent right to go over a neighbor's land for access in the form of an A. Easement in gross. B. State for life. C. Encroachment. D. Easement by necessity. The answer is D. Easement by necessity. Number 9. The buyer of a house automatically receives the same right the seller had to use a party wall. The buyer owns an A. Encumbrance. B. Employment. C. Encroachment. D. Easement. The answer is easement. Number 10. The right to run a power line across the back of someone's property is an example of an easement. A. In gross. B. By prescription. C. By necessity. D. In common. The answer is A. In gross. Number 11. The owner of a small country house gives a neighboring farmer permission to plant crops on the 2 acres around his house. The owner changes his mind and decides to put in a lawn. He may withdraw the permission because the farmer had only A or N. A. Encroachment. B. Easement by necessity. C. License. D. Life state. The answer is C. License. Number 12. A license is an example of A or N. A. Easement. B. Encroachment. C. Encumbrance. D. Restriction. The answer is C. Encumbrance. Number 13. 2 adjacent buildings share a central wall. This wall is known as A or N. A. Encroachment. B. Necessity wall. C. Party wall. D. Easement right. The answer is C. Party wall. Number 14. Which of the following is considered a lien on real estate? A. An easement running with the land. B. An unpaid mortgage loan. C. A public footpath. D. A license to erect a billboard. The answer is B. An unpaid mortgage loan. Number 15. A lease pendens is A. A voluntary lien on real estate given as security in an ongoing legal action. B. A decree issued by a court that becomes a lien against real property when docketed with the county clerk. C. A type of federal tax lien. D. A recorded notice of possible future legal action against the property. The answer is D. A recorded notice of possible future legal action against the property. Number 16. Which of the following links usually would be given highest priority? A. A mortgage dated last year. B. The current real estate tax. C. A construction lien for work started before the mortgage was made. D. A judgment rendered yesterday. The answer is B. The current real estate tax. Number 17. To acquire an easement by prescription in New Jersey, a person must use the land owned by another person. A. Openly and without the owner's permission. B. For a period of at least 15 years. C. By permission of a lease. D. For a right-of-way. The answer is A. Openly and without the owner's permission. Number 18. The neighbor mistakenly built a new garage 2 feet onto the neighboring lot. This mistake results in an A. Implied deed of partial conveyance. B. Incorporeal right. C. Easement. D. Encroachment. The answer is D. Encroachment. Number 19. A license differs from an easement in that it A. Runs with the land. B. Requires a court order. C. May be withdrawn. D. Allows use of someone else's land. The answer is C. May be withdrawn. Number 20. After a buyer had purchased his house and moved in, he discovered that his neighbor regularly used the owner's driveway to reach a garage located on the neighbor's property. The owner's attorney explained that ownership on the neighbor's real estate includes all easement over the driveway, and this property is called A. The dominant tenement, B. A tenement, C. A leasehold, D. The servient tenement. The answer is D. The servient tenement.